Thank you to everyone who sent the lovely messages and sharing your story. It helps me stay positive about this journey I'm going through. I'm still in early stages of my treatment. So just want to say thank you. And to everyone following, I'll be revealing my story up to catch up to date, which is not far away, to what I'm going through now. So once again, thank you. Carrying on from our last post, my name got called out and the doctor called us into his office. I could just tell by the look on his face that it was serious. So before we even sat down, he said, "It's not looking good." So the doc explained the test results from the biopsy. Out of multiple core samples they took, 14 of them came back positive for cancer. And at that stage I was stage 3 and my Gleason score was at 9. He recommended remove the prostate, and that way it leaves me with a backup of radiation or even hormone injections. This doctor was also my surgeon. He went through all the side effects that will happen after surgery, such as incontinence, ED, and the recovery can, for some people, be very lengthy. So he said, have a think about it. I will get on to scheduling your surgery. He wasn't sure when it would be, but he'd do his best, as he said it was very aggressive and sooner the better. So anyway, we went home with all these things on our mind, and I continued with life, went back to work with it in the back of my mind. 4 or 5 days later, while I was driving, I get this phone call, and it was the doctor. He can schedule a surgery in a week's time. And I was like, oh wow, it kind of sunk in then. This is happening. I said, can I get back to you? I need to talk to my wife. He said, yeah. He said, talk to your wife. He'll call me back later. So I then rang my wife. She was kind of shocked it was the week later. All the emotions running through my head and hers. We talked about, losing our intimacy and the ED problem. And I thought I was, feeling quite selfish thinking that way, as life is much greater than, having that problem. So 1 week later, it was the day of the surgery. We're at the hospital, filling all the paperwork and getting admitted to a bed. I had a quick talk with the surgeon before we went in. None of this all was sinking in, how much my life would be affected, until they came in to wheel me into the theatre for surgery. I had a whole lot of emotions running through my head. Just thinking how different life may be after it.